Hey everybody, just starting up. Let's start getting our drinks in while everybody's still coming in. We got VMC, Chris Helms, Fleabag, New Marshall in Town, KJ, BH Ringer. I think that's all for now. Just going to do the horizontal tonight. I'm just kind of tired of dealing with the issues that both cause. So there we go. Hopefully Streamlabs works tonight, so the games hopefully will play. And then also the oldest of the box. KJ's got Fresca Black Cherry, New Marshall Pepper Blackberry 0. KJ also says 1939. New Marshall says 1936. Oops. Let's try 1936, not 1963. VMC 1921. BH is Dr. Pepper Cream Soda in 26. Otis has got 40 and Fanta Orange. Tonight we are doing a box for Shannon Smith. He was one of the donators on Pause Spare Time. Looks like the total is just over $20,000 that they raised this time. So Shannon was a donator on that with the $500 level, and one of the perks was getting a box hunt from me, along with Copper Owl, Southern Metal, and Walker Magnet, and then of course Pa. So far it looks like we got 5 people in. Like I said, still getting started, but let's see what we got there. I haven't seen Shannon yet, but there we go. Decided to start 5:30 since basically just kind of sitting there not doing anything for extra half hour just is kind of pointless. Plus with the little games and stuff throughout the night, it takes a little bit longer. If you're new and you haven't done this before, this is a list of drinks I've got in my fridge, and you're guessing which one I'm going to drink. And if you are correct, you get your name on the Wheel of Names, which we do throughout the night. We do have the games. Mods can add points if they need. I can also. Ooh, good question. I would say if it's a dateless buffalo and there's someone in that has a year of the buffalo, then I would give it to all of them. So for example, VMC and who's that Dr. Pepper cream soda? I forgot to write that down. Be a Tringer. There we go. It would help if I wrote who said it. For example, with both of them, they would each get their name in, unless someone hit it exactly on. It's a lot of soda bad for you? Yeah, I do all the zero sugar ones. I don't think there's any regular ones I drink. I will once in a while, but not my favorite go-to. Give people a few more minutes, but Shannon is going to get his coin pack, which also includes the sticker, a Dad Hunts coin pen, and a bottle opener keychain. So there's that part. I've also, let me pull this up and I'll show you guys. Instead of showing off rounds all the time, we're going to go like that. And so then the very top row is the front, the next row underneath is the back, next one is the front, next one's the back, the bottom two are the front and back next to each other, and then the page on the right is same thing, front back on top and bottom, and then front back top and bottom. So I figure that's a little easier, and then as the rounds get given out, I'll update them and change them out. All right, so with the nickel coin pack, you get a Liberty head, average condition. So the one we pulled out is the back. And the front, it is a 1905. Kind of hard to focus, but there we go. Get two buffalo nickels. I will get two different dates. They are dated. This one is a 1935. This one is a 1937. So it's just one of those that whatever comes out is what I give. You get an average condition war nickel. And this one is a 1944 out of San Francisco. And then a AU war nickel. Be careful with this. Make sure it's not the same date as what we currently have. And it is a, just by the edges, a 1943. And I'll flip it up just to keep it nice because it's AU. Those are, of course, worth more than just melt because of the AU value. BUs are a lot more expensive than that. But it's a 43 out of Philly. Smash the things down. I do have BH was telling me the one that he uses. I think I've got one like that, but I'm just not sure where it's at right now. There we go. Hi, Jimmy Lacari. So that is the coin pack. If you want to get in on the drinks, we are guessing drinks and the oldest year. So if you guess right, you get your name on the wheel of names. So again, that V nickel was a 1905, a 35 and 37 Buffalo, a 44 San Francisco, and a 43 Philly. So that is Shannon Smith's fine, or regular ones tonight. Do we have any more guesses before we move over to opening the box? If I missed anybody, just tag me or holler and make sure I get you. Right now I've got KJ with a Fresca Black Cherry in a 1939, New Marshall Dr. Pepper Black Cherry 1936, VMC 1921. I didn't see a drink, so I'll have to go back and see if I just forgot to write it down. But VMC, if you want to throw a drink in there, you're welcome to. B.H. Ringer had Dr. Pepper Cream Soda in the 1926, and Otis had a Fanta Orange with 1940. Hey, flip mode. So since people are coming in still, I'll wait a few minutes to get that in. VMC said Pepsi Zero. Okay, I wasn't sure if I just didn't see it or just didn't pay attention. So, Jimmy in flip mode and Crafty, hello. We are guessing which drink I'm going to have. I've already got it out, so I can't hurry and run and cheat and say, oh, this person won. So, you're just guessing which drink I've got out. And then, hey, Shannon Smith is here. And then we're also guessing the oldest year on what is in the box. Everything tonight is, I'm just going to open that up and show Shannon again. So, ginger ale is not on the list. These are the drinks. Hints, it's cold and it's one of these. Jimmy Lacari says 1946. Do you have a drink you want to put down? And these are what I'm drinking, not what your favorite drink is, which you're still welcome to do, but... So I got Jimmy at 1946, Shannon, I've got Dr. Pepper Cream Soda in 1918. Jimmy Lacari says Fanta Orange. That's another one I've seen tonight. There can be multiple winners. Hey, Gatita. Flip mode says root beer. So Barks root beer. You have a year you want to guess on that? Flip mode. Crafty says Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero, 1920. Oh, there you go. Did you want to guess a year for the oldest nickel? Flip mode. That's how you put Barks root beer. prefer strawberry kiwi. Those are always good. I basically buy whatever's on sale. I prefer mostly like Pepsi over Coke, but sometimes when it's on sale, I take whatever it is. The one that ends tomorrow is the last day, or yeah, tomorrow's the last day for the sale here, and it's buy two get two of Pepsi products. So, hello, Isaiah Moses. Welcome. If you want to get a drink and oldest year in quickly, we'll do that. While we're doing that, I'll go back over the ones that Shannon's got. So the AU War Nickel is 43 out of Philly. The V Nickel is a 1905. The just average War Nickel is a 44 out of San Francisco. And the two dated Buffaloes are a 1935 and a 1937. $20.25 if you're going to drink it, I hope. Seven Up is not on that list. These are the ones that I have cold. So Gatita, I've got 1926. So it's Dr. Pepper Coconut Cream, Dr. Pepper Cherry 0, Dr. Pepper Blackberry 0, Dr. Pepper Cream Soda 0, Coke 0, Pepsi 0, or Coke 0 Orange, Pepsi 0 Cherry, Fanta Orange, Bark 0, Sprite 0, if you meant Sprite instead of 7-Up. Fresca Peach, Fresca Blackberry, or Black Cherry, Pepsi 0, and Mountain Dew Spark 0. So since you put 7-Up, I'm going to assume Sprite, unless you say other. And Fresca Blackberry, okay. I haven't seen a year from flip mode, but tonight, put this off to the side. Creamy coconut, Dr. Pepper. That is what I got tonight. Hello, Gregory C. You can still get in on the oldest year of the box, if you'd like. I like it. I've always had like Diet Dr. Pepper, and then I put coconut flavoring in, and that is, I've done that for years and years. They do have it with sugar. They finally, for some reason, they always take forever to bring out the zero sugar. But I guess it's only a limited time during the summer from my understanding. So I picked up a few extra cases while it was here. Gregory C., if you want to choose a oldest year of the box to get your name on the wheel throughout the night, you are welcome to do that before I get it open. And it'll be for copper rounds. So when it comes time to choose one, I'm going to go like that. And it'll show you the copper rounds, front, back, top and bottom of them. Same thing with the next rows. The bottom ones are the front and back next to each other on the left side. All right. Welcome, Captain Vic. Got Shannon Smith's coin pack. Now we got to do his fines. If you want to get a year in, you got maybe 15 seconds. And then I'm going to open the box. So if you want to guess the oldest year, you're welcome to, of what you think it is. And if you get the closest or spot on, you get your name on the wheel for a giveaway at the end of the night. So until I got the top off, you can get it in. This thing is like way glued down. Don't know why I'm holding my pen, but it's a good thing I've got my trusty knife. Still able to get your years in if you haven't. I think foot mode, I didn't see a year from you. If I did, I apologize. Please put that in again. Okay. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 of them. Lucky number for likes, 13th. Any enders? I'm not seeing anything jumping out quite yet. There's an older looking one right there. Alright. The other night we found some 2024s and 2009s. We also found some other ones. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. So you're thinking this one? So you're saying number 13 is that one? 13 is my lucky number, so if you ever have to guess one, if I say pick a number, then it may not be that, but who knows. So we'll pull out all 2009s, 2024s, anything from 50s or older. We'll check for varieties. I'm just going to put the oldest one off to the side until I come across one that's older. Right now it's 1979. Good year. Hey, JC likes Pam. If I remember right, we've got your box on Thursday, if I am thinking correctly. And I will double check. I've got it all in my emails and stuff, and so definitely. Okay. Are you still, was it a penny box, was it? If I remember also, I can't, you know, with the weekend and everything, it's just been kind of crazy, and my son won his football game. They went undefeated this season. They only had 2 scores against them, and penny box. Okay, that's what I had, so I'm assuming it's still correct. A couple of these I am looking for BH Ringer, because he was looking for a couple for his thing and forgot to tell me, and I know that we have come across them, so just pulling out a few that I know that we've had before. So it's a couple 2005s and stuff, and 2004s and 2005s, just a couple left for his book. So new oldest is so far 1970. There's your first find. It's hard to probably tell, but it's 2009. Not great condition, but still, it's 2009, so it's a low mintage. I think mintage on that was 30 million, 35 million, something like that. So, yeah, they ended up winning, so they went undefeated, which was great. I'm one of those that I use a knife and tear the ends off. Some people pop the ends, some people just unroll them. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but I use my trusty knife that I found when going through my dad's stuff when he passed, and I pulled it out one day when went to grab a knife, and that's what pulled out. So I was like, I'll use it for that. If I miss you as you come in, I apologize. I am, of course, looking at coins while I'm trying to do chat. But we do have some great mods in here. If you are in here and want to be a mod, you are welcome to. Just tag me. As Since I think most of you I've seen in here. In fact, all of you I know I've seen in here. New oldest so far, 1960. So we're getting down there. You'll probably get older ones throughout the night. If you need points, mods can add that to it, or you can tag me and I can go in and add them. Throughout the night, if we find a old or crusty one, we're going to do our guessing game. So put in what you think, what year it is, and whoever's the closest will get their name on the wheel. So you don't have to be exact, and if there's more than one person that gets it, they all get their names on. So for example, if two people said, 1972 and it was a 1970 and they were the closest, both of them get it. So we got VMC at 65, KJ at 64, 68 for Captain Vic, Shannon Smith, 74. Hey, Jim Thompson, get your name in the drawing, hopefully. Guessing the oldest one. Give everybody a minute or so. Don't want to spend all night doing it. JC is 58, 64, 63. Flip it here in just a couple seconds, so until I flip it, you can get your name in. I have not looked at it, but I am going to guess a 62. 64. I was going to guess 64 to begin with, but I was like, no, it can't be 64. We get 64s all the time. So anybody have 64? We got KJ exactly on at 64. Jim was close. Let me get KJ's name on here. Congratulations. You'll have plenty of times throughout the night. Like I said, if it's an older looking one and it's across the back, we'll do that. If it's a crusty one, did BH get it too? Oh, yes, he did. I apologize. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, everybody, being here. Been gaining those hours slowly. Just in the last, since I started streaming about a month ago. Considering I only have 2 boxes of brand new nickels and they're both 2025s, sure. I don't think I would get a box of those when they were coming out. I was never able to get them, and then all of a sudden this year they pulled out 2 brand new boxes, and I was thinking, oh, please, please, please. The last ones were 2023s, and I peeked through the bottom, and they look like they're all 2025s. So still just kind of sitting there, not sure exactly what I want to do. I've thought about either selling on eBay, keeping them, maybe selling one box, selling some rolls separate. So I don't know. I figured the worst they can do is sit there and lose interest on $200 worth. I get more Denver. Denver is the state right next to me. I'm in Utah, southern Utah. And most of my area is always Denver stuff. I come across more San Francisco's than Denver's usually. It's a 75D, but it's not the high D. '79 and '76, interesting years to go through. Never seen anyone do this for my guy. Congratulations. So Shannon was like I was saying, is part of the donator on Pa Spare Time, and the channel ended up raising $20,000. Five days left tomorrow, October 14th into October 20th, my birthday. Well, let's see. That's 5 days. I probably won't be streaming, but happy birthday early. We have found some proof nickels. Well, I should say proof nickel. We only found one in a stream. Yeah, it was one of those that altogether they've raised, I think, almost 80,000 now. Over 75,000 I know last time Pa said, and that was before we had hit 18,000. So almost 75,000 for the AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. In 2 weeks you'll be 58. Well, congratulations on your level up, as I think Rob would say. Mine was in June. Let's go ahead and guess that one. It's a little bit more, not super old, but there you go. Figure I'll just kind of keep going through these a little bit. 82, 62, 85, 74. 79, 57. 77. 76, 87, and 68. 70. Anybody else? Give you a few seconds to get in. I'll finish these few up that I've got sitting right here. Okay. I'm going to flip it. $1981. 81, it looks like Shannon Smith is one away. If anybody else, let me know, but I got Shannon Smith. And these are names that go on the wheel throughout the night for an extra giveaway. If you do get your name on the wheel, it's because it's throughout the night. You do not have to be present to win, but you do need to email me within a week to tell me, hey, send me my round. Might be a little behind, Isaiah. Tomorrow, flash flood watch. Los Angeles, California, severe thunderstorms. They've been having some floods in our area. We were supposed to get, I think they said like 1 to 3 inches the other day, and we got like 5 minutes worth of rain. So again, you don't have to be present to win, but you do need to email if you do win. I haven't checked today to see if I can get mail out yet to Canada, but hoping, because I've got stuff for BA Trainer. And I've also got one for Maple Leaf Numismatic. Open, I can just send that in just an envelope and pay the envelope instead of a whole package. Thank you, BH. Just over 2 inches of rain out of it. We get that probably, I think we average 10 inches of moisture, and that's throughout the entire year. It's what they call high desert. So it gets snow and everything, but it is a desert. If you ever seen Grand Canyon, I'm an hour and a half north. Zion's, I'm an hour east. Lake Powell, I'm an hour west. Oh, we got our new oldest. It's a little bit bright. Let's put it here and see if that helps. $19.51. I think that's an S. We'll just clip over to the scope real quick. And it always does that. There we go. Yep, 51S. That is, I forgot to say it, Shannon Smith, congratulations. A 51S is a semi-key date. 1951 S. So 51S semi-key date is 7.7 million. I just kind of flip all of them. It's just easier to keep track of the nice one. Not, you know, not great condition or anything, but got a 1951 S semi-key. It's 7.776. Oh, let's put you back on the regular thing. Nope, not that one. This one. That's always a good start. It's just started into roll 6. All right. So yeah, I'm basically in the middle of everything. Just near Bryce Canyon, Zion National Park. Grand Canyon, Grand Staircase, Escalante National Monument. So lots of stuff. $64Ds I'm pulling out that we'll look for at the end, see if there's any D over Ds. I think it'll just run smoother just doing the single stream, even though a lot of people pass through the vertical. The majority of watchtowers come from horizontal. Welcome, Fleabag. Just missed a 1951S semi-key date for Shannon Smith. And don't know if you were in here at the time, but Shannon, you do get one of my stickers, one of my pens, and a bottle opener keychain. So those will also be in your package as part of the a donator box. Anybody who donates for a box gets a package of those. Even a No Frills, I'll include that on the first No Frills one also. So far, everybody has said that they've liked the pens. They write well. So that's good to hear. And this coming Thursday at 5:30, we got JC Likes Pam doing a penny box. There's also a donator on Pa Spare Time. So I've got JC and Shannon Smith on the list and marked down, but still have, I think, 7 other people that I still haven't heard from. So hopefully we'll get a hold of them. Just going to double check here. You had I was pulling out a couple for BH from last time because we've got to give him the couple he was looking for. 05 Bison, an 04 Denver, an 04 Denver Peace, an 04 Philly, or is it Denver? I can't see. Give me a second. I think it's a Denver. Oop. No, it's Philly. Sorry. Still got to look for that one then. And let's see, there's the 04. So I'm just going to mark them off. Apologize for the minute here. That one's the 04 D Keel, the Bison. Oh, still need the Ocean one, I think. Yeah, the 04 Peace and the 05 Bison. So we're looking for the 05 Ocean one. Wrong one again. Sorry, guys. I'm totally blowing it tonight. I don't know how far it's behind. It's supposed to be on super low latency, so hopefully we're not too far behind from what the actual time is. Wasn't a bad start. Roll 6 and already found a semi-key. No buffaloes or anything yet. Hopefully we'll find a lot more stuff. Nickel boxes are much easier to do, So I do able to get through both nickels a little faster. So when it's penny night, it does take a little bit longer for me just because they're a little bit smaller. My eyes are still good, but I probably need to get some readers for when I'm doing up close stuff like that. No 2024s yet. We did find 2 the other night, I think it was. That would have been a tricker, and I figured it would have been, but I was like, meh. It was a 1988. Zero-second latency. Good. I like it on ultra low because it's one of those that's kind of, to me, annoying when you're watching a channel and 30 seconds go by, and I mean, I'm sitting there with it live and it never comes through until later. Oh, we got a foreign. Obviously Canadian. 1998, Canadian beaver. Foreign on the board. Awesome. You do get any foreigns, any 2009s, 2024s, anything from the 50s or older, any super nice BU ones. I think in BHs we had a blazing 64 or 60. So you get these dark ones, and I can almost say for certain this is not going to be a war nickel. Nope. A little bit tired, but '98 have all sorts of errant die chips. We refer to as ticks. Nice. That's when you make sure your pant legs are long sleeves, everything sprayed. Ticks are not fun. I grew up in Wyoming, and you get ticks out there, but you don't go hunting in shorts and t-shirt. I mean, you could, but not the smartest idea. Start getting your oldest guesses started. I'm just going to go through these on the side while we guess. Helps things move along instead of just sitting there. Got 68, 76, 73, 46, 54, 78, 64, 64, 59. Any other guesses? About to flip it over. JC is going for 91. And 61. I would say for me, probably a 68. Whoa. It's on the floor, but luckily... Oh, 64. I know we got someone with the 64 in there. New Marshall, Mark, both 64. Get your names on the wheel. Let's see, New Marshall and Mark Lester. There we go. I do find usually quite a few 64s, so sometimes if you're like Mark, usually chooses 64, and half the time he'd be right. So I know I've got newer boxes because we pulled a 2025 out of one of the boxes the other night too. So it's one of those that there are still 2024s and (2009s) out there. I do find more 2009s than 24s, but let's throw up that nasty one. It does have a brownish red coloring. It's a little easier to see right there. Throw your guesses in on that. Sometimes these are trickers. I haven't looked at the date or anything, but like you'll be sitting there and be like, 75, 87, 59, 57, 68, 60, 74, 56 and a 90, 74. Anybody else before I flip it? VMC is at 90. About 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is 1996. Anybody have a 96? I know we had a 90. Oh, we had a... No, we didn't have a... Yeah, we had a 90. VMC had a 90. So I would say KJ and VMC are the closest. If I'm wrong, let me know. Hey, John Chum. Welcome. Might be a little bit behind there. And I also should put it on live chat, not top chat. Don't think that really makes a difference right yet, but... So I think you've been in here before and we've done the guessing. So when we do a guess, just make sure you get your year in if you want to get your name on the wheel. That is throughout the night. So if you do get drawn, you do not have to be here. It's not present to win, but you do have to still claim it. The end of night drawing is a live one, so at the very end of stream, it is a must be present. But that's when we do the exclamation God, obviously not right now. '73 or '75, one of them. Hasn't been a super terrible box. I found a 51S semi-key date, a 2009, and then a Canadian. I don't know if we have any, if anybody ever has a fill the board for nickel, but I guess it would be a, I call it trifecta, buffalo, a war nickel, and a V nickel. My first box I ever opened, I did pull a V and a buffalo, but no war nickel. So maybe we'll do a bounty. If you hit a trifecta, a V, a buffalo, and a war nickel, we'll have to figure out what kind of prize we should do. Anybody have any ideas of what you'd like to see for if a trifecta was won? I think I would do a trifecta giveaway, which would be, you know, an extra GA, obviously. But for the person whose box, if they do a nickel, I have to kind of think of some stuff like that. Hi, Alexander. Welcome. Good name. It's my son's name. Spelled different. I didn't get to watch any streaming on Saturday because I was traveling. My son had his finals championship for football, 6th grade, and he won. They went undefeated. I'm going to show this to you. Because I'm sure you guys would be interested to see. So he was in 6th grade, and after the summer he wanted to get a perm, so they got the perm. But yeah, that's them, and then that's their team. They have enough that they have an offense and defense team. Some of the teams that they played only had like one, so yeah, he does. He snaps the ball usually. He's also on on kickoffs. He'll be, you know, on that. But yeah, he's always in the center. Usually. So big kid. Like I said, he's 6th grade, and he's, I don't know, 160 pounds or something. He was born 10 pounds 15 ounces. My daughter was 10 pounds 5 ounces. We got the new date here, not the oldest, but we got a 1954. And mint mark is a Denver. There's a D over D, so on that we'll just scope it real quick. Not seeing anything. And it's one of those that when I was growing up, I was able to basically have any haircut I wanted. Mom said no tattoos or piercings until I was out of the house in 18, if I was going to do that. But hair grows out, so I had everything but a perm and dreadlocks. I had completely bicked. I had long hair. I had a longest rat tail in school. It was one of those things, would go on field trips and all the girls would sit behind me because they would braid my hair and play with it the whole trip. And when you're in 5th and 6th grade, you know, that's, you know, fun thing to do. And mine was the longest in school. It was 13 inches long, halfway down my back. And no one is even near me. I think the nearest one there next to me was about 7 inches. So, yeah. I had Mohawk, I had you name it. But yeah, he likes football. He does baseball and basketball also. I would say football is his favorite, baseball is second, and basketball is just kind of like, meh. He plays, but I don't think he really cares much about it. I graduated in '95, so gives you an idea of how far back, and that was when I was, 5th grade, so 12. I was always a young one. My birthday was in June, so I graduated when I was still 17 and then turned 18 the next month. I was one of those that I've always been kind of analytical. I like numbers and puzzles and things like that. So my friends would always want to do something, and they were just going to do, however they were going to do it. And I'm like, no, you're going to get caught if you do that because X, Y, Z. If you want to do it without getting caught, let's do CFW. And rarely did we ever get in trouble. So my younger brother, they were more of let's just do it, and then didn't think about it. So he would always be getting into trouble. But that's when you're younger, and of course everybody grows up. Ooh, here's a nice guesser. That's the way things are going tonight. You have no idea if it's going to be an old one or a new one. Let's see, we got 62, 64, 65, 60, 64, 62, 64, 72, 68, 66, any other guesses? Flipping it. JC likes Pam at 66 is the last one entered. 64. Had a Philly. So I know we got a couple of them in there. Let me get the names on there. I got KJ in Ohio. I got VMC. Mark Lester. I was going to say, if you didn't guess 64, that would be a problem usually. Congratulations, guys. And Shannon does get an extra name. I already put his on the wheel to start with tonight. I put anybody whose box it is an extra name for the throughout the night giveaway. Kind of a fun thing. I stole it from B Waller 76's channel. Came across his and he was doing that, and he said go ahead and steal it, so I borrowed it. Didn't steal it, just borrowing. Some people use, put them out on the mat and sort through them. I just find it easier to have them in my hand. Everybody kind of, oh, there's a nice one. We'll look at that one in just a second. Let's see if it'll pick it up now. We now have the oldest. Is it a war nickel? Nope, I didn't think so. I was going to say the edges sure didn't look like it, but the new oldest of the night is 43. Doesn't look like anybody's got it smack dab yet. The nearest one right now, if the night ended, would be Otis at 1940. And say they keep getting older as we get to the box, so hopefully that's a good sign. So I said if we come across nasty looking ones, start getting your guesses for what you think this one is. Not sure what to make of it. Is it a new one that's just been abused, or is it an older one that has had a hard life? It's a hard knock life. What's that from Annie? An 86 and a 54. A 67. Hopefully it's not a 64. If it is, that's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. But you never know. Some of these are just like, 91 is 68. I'll finish with this roll and then we'll flip it. 91, 52, and a 60. It's a little harder doing it one-handed. We got 3 left. Okay, gonna flip it. Oh boy. That is a 1997. Anybody have even decently close to that? Let's see, 80, 91. There we go. We got 2 for 91. That's the closest to 97. KJ in Ohio again. And VMC again. Usually it's on Blaine's channel, B. Waller. Usually Gatita is always on the list. It's got a little bit of a weird edge, but yeah, didn't think so. Once in a while a war nickel gets past me without being the edge. But I get a lot of them that have dark edges, but it's like, no, that's not going to be one. And usually I'm right. Although I've gone, that's not going to be one, and then you flip it over and it is. It's like, sweet, I was wrong. I love it when I say that. Sweet, I'm wrong. Time for a Buffalo over 3. Yes, sir. Oh, we got an old one coming up. I can tell it's an old one just from looking at it. Probably be a 64 or something, but that's a nice kind of a slickish back. Get your guesses in on that bad boy. And I figure I'll still hunt them since you can see me and doing it on camera here still. $57, $56, $40, $55, $64, $40, $48, $47. I was going to say, if KJ and VMC just keep guessing with each other, they'll just always be on there. I think whenever they've guessed the same, it's been on there. Got 2 left. Get your guesses in. $48, $47. Okay, got 47 from Mark. Anybody else getting in? I'm going to flip it. It's 1946. Let's see, 46. Got 47 and a 48, but 47's closer. Looks like Mark Lester. The time you don't guess 64, you get it right. Awesome. So 43 is still the oldest. Nice job. I would have guessed around 48, but I would have probably been way wrong if I'd guessed it. That's why I didn't bother guessing. Not a ton of 64s Ds to go through so far. Usually we have a little more than that. The other night we found a blazing 55 Wheatie. That was a nice find. And we found a, I would say either high AU or low BU, 1960. So there's still finds out there. If you run out of points or you're new and you don't have any, I think everybody's been in here, but whoa. Roll 21. Nasty edge, but it's not going to be one. Nope. 2007. It was last summer when they came out with that creamy coconut zero. So normally I try to find a bottle of it before I buy an entire 12 pack, but I knew I was going to like it. It is one of those that's either going to be absolutely great or horrible. And like I said, because I've been putting coconut flavoring in my, I'd always get Diet Dr. Pepper on fountain and then squirt some coconut in it. And it was like, this is awesome. And then they took it away for the summer. And I tried to find out about it. And it was funny because they said that Utah in Idaho consisted of something like 45% of their sales or something. Utah was like 30-something percent, and Idaho was like 15 or something. And then I do so then I found out that they were bringing it out, but it's only in the summers, it said, so it's always a limited edition. So when it came out this year, it came on sale, and so I bought like 6 of them or something right before they end of summer. So I still got 3.5 12-packs of it. My favorite stuff, like for treats and desserts and stuff, are like, I love blueberry, but usually it's like coconut. There's a 1958. Out of, I think it's a San Denver, but yeah, coconut, caramel, are probably 2 of my most favorite types of flavors in desserts. For pie, I would take blueberry. There's a place that makes shakes, and I had a blueberry marshmallow. Wasn't too bad. Better than I expected, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting either. Pretty sure it is, and it sure looks old. Oh, come on. I know we got a war nickel, I just can't get it apart. Things like welded together. There we go. Man, that is slick. So it's a 45. You can barely make it out, but it's a Philadelphia. So you've got a very slick 45 Philly war nickel. Congratulations. I think that's $3 or something in melt value. War nickel $2.89. Now we just need to find a Buffalo and a V. Oh, good. I thought I gave that date away, but I didn't. My hand was over the year. Hasn't been too bad of a box so far. Semi-key date. War nickel. 2009. Foreign. You got 64, 73, 43, 59, 57, 64, 67, 68, 70. And I do usually try to say them out loud so that I can have it kind of in my memory for when I flip it, and I can be like, I think we saw something either like that or close it or something. Anybody else getting in? Mark 64. Okay, gonna flip it. $19.60, not a 64. But do you have 60? Ooh, Smoker 360 is at 59. Looks like the closest one there. Didn't see you pop in, but welcome, Smoker. It is one of those things that this is from throughout the night, so if you are not at the end of the stream, just make sure you send me an email if you are a winner, since it's a throughout the night thing. You do not have to be present to win. Just pulled some T-bone steaks off the outdoor charcoal grill I cooked up for the missus and I. Tasting so good. Thank you, A1 steak sauce. I've never been a fan of sauces much, like A1s or Heinz 57 or whatever that is, or any of those. But that sounds good. And welcome, Renee and me. Doesn't say obviously, it says you posted that, you're in here. My favorite is probably a New York strip with just salt, pepper, and a little bit of oil, like olive oil, just to help the salt and pepper stick. And then grilled between medium between medium rare and medium. So kind of that perfect in between those two. I don't like it rare, but I'd rather take it medium medium rare over well. Yep, just rub. Last year for Thanksgiving, went up to with my parents, and I took my son. My daughter was sick, so she didn't want to go, but we went up to their cabin. They have a family cabin up there, and there's a buffalo ranch that went and got some buffalo steaks and grilled those up, and they were perfect. I like to cook, I like to grill. I'm not the fondest of baking. I like to bake, but I'm not like the greatest. I made cinnamon rolls one time, took them into work, and everybody was like, "Oh man, you must spend forever." And it's like, honestly, no. I mean, I spent time, but I have a very quick cinnamon roll recipe, so it doesn't take like hours and hours and hours. It takes like an hour to make the dough, and then bake them, and then put some frosting stuff on. And for me, oh, cinnamon's the other one. Cinnamon, coconut, caramel. Forgot about the cinnamon. But I do extra cinnamon, like when I make snickerdoodles. I do extra cinnamon in the dough and extra cinnamon in the coating. Hey, Fervid's Finds, welcome. Hasn't been too bad of a box tonight. Just past the halfway point. This is roll 26. See if there's a date at all on this thing. No. 2002. Oh, we got a 59 coming up. 59 out of Denver. There you go, another 50s for you. Yeah, it's funny because whenever I make them, everybody's just like, these are so good, these are better than normal. And they're like, what? How do you do it? And it's like, I put cinnamon in it. They're like, well, yeah, they're snickerdoodles. I'm like, no, I mean, I put extra cinnamon. I put tons of cinnamon in the dough and in the coating. It's like when I have a cinnamon gummy bear or something, I want to taste cinnamon, not just jelly stuff. Just got home from Thanksgiving dinner with my sister and her family. Lots of fun. 3 nieces are growing like weeds. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to everyone up north. Snickerdoodles are, it's basically kind of like a sugar cookie type dough, and most people just roll it in cinnamon sugar on the outside instead of just sugar. And I put extra cinnamon powder in the dough, but I make them kind of a fluffier kind, not the crunchier kind. That to me is the only way it should be. I'll just start guessing on that one while we hunt these. But basically it's a sugar dough cookie with cinnamon. But yeah, I tend to overdo cinnamon and makes it better. Like I said, people have my cinnamon rolls and they're just like, man, these are so good. And it's like, well, because I use cinnamon. $67, $64, $64, $62, $62, $63, $57, $71, $59, $56, $71, $68, $76. Got a few guesses in there. Just about done with this, so get your last ones in. Hot chocolate and cinnamon toast, yeah, good. Okay, flipping it. Jim Thompson's the last one in. Yeah, it's of course a 64. I think I'll have to start looking at these and make sure they're not all 64s when I flip them. Otherwise, we'll just have 1,000 names on there. But that's still good. Got Otis. I was going to say, I'm guessing Mark Lester's somewhere. That's us. Is it just two? Otis and Shannon? I thought it was going to be a little bit older, but nope. Think we'd figure that out by now. Yeah. Like I said, maybe I'll have to just start looking and making sure they're not all 64s. Maybe throw a 64 in once in a while and trick you. There's another 58. I don't know if it was another or if it's the first one. But there you go. It's a 58 out of Denver. Yeah. It's just a fun little thing. I wish there was a way that you could do it like your own, like if someone, I think you can, but like if they say a certain word or something, it does an alert or something, I can't remember, but it's an 80. That was horrible. Very true. Thank you, BH. Hi, Chris Helms. Don't know if I saw you in here earlier or not, but welcome if you did come back or left or whatever. Yeah, I had a huge outbreak on subscribers in the summer, and for me, I had a few shorts that went viral, in my opinion, for me, not for most people, but between 3 shorts I got about 40,000 views, and out of those 40,000 I gained about 3,000 subs. All the shorts together, I ended up with, you know, others with a few thousand and things like that, but now I'm just focusing on getting watched hours. I didn't think I'd start streaming so soon, but now that I have the subs, I can do that. It hasn't been too bad. Just gaining steadily each stream. How many likes are we at? We did hit a 25 like the other night and then almost got to 50, which was crazy because I never thought I'd even be getting to 25 at this point. $22, 3 more likes. Yeah, I flipped that one knowing it was going to be a 64, and it was. Because if we get to 25 likes, we will have some of these up for grabs. Still waiting on some. It's been taking forever. The other ones I got came in like 5 days, which is absolutely amazing for me, because I'm lucky to get anything that quick. But the other ones I ordered I think it was on the Saturday before last. I think it's been like 10 days ago. Supposedly they're going to be here tomorrow. But luckily I got some these other ones in to help. Bulk up the amount I have. I did get some new ones. I do have some duplicates. $57, $71, $48, $61, $53, $68 to $40. Got about a third of a roll left. 64, 64, 8 more coins. 64. 3 more coins, 2 more coins, 1 more coin, 0 more coins. Gonna flip. Shannon Smith got in at 59. Okay, we have a new oldest. If it'll focus. 1941. Out of Denver. 41D is now the oldest find. I think we had a 40. Yeah, KJ had 40. I don't see any others that are closer. KJ's killing it tonight. I was going to say, let's guess this one, but I flipped it over and looked at it, and it was a 64. I'm glad that people have so far liked the penny and nickel hunts. I've had quite a few people say that it's something different other than just half dollars. And I figured I have to start streaming. I had to figure out what idea, because I don't get tons of half dollars. And so I was thinking pennies, nickels. But then, what do I give away? And so, Pa gave me a few ideas also, and I just sent him a few of the ideas and like what to give away and stuff for coin packs, and he gave me some suggestions, and I was like, yeah, that's a much better idea, considering he's done that for a lot longer than I have. Live streaming anyway. So like on the pennies, the 2-cent piece was, he said, you know, if it's cost effective, if you can get them cheap enough. So I finally found a few deals that were decent priced, because even in cold condition on AppMex they're $9 each. So I finally found some, and then of course bought Indian heads and V-nickels and stuff, because I don't have a ton of them. I have them, but they're just buried. So far it's been pretty receptive, which I'm glad. I like doing halves, but number one, don't get a ton of them. I'm lucky to get 4 boxes every 2 weeks. The bank that I get them from was getting them every 2 weeks. Like, then all of a sudden their schedule got changed, and I think the other credit union's still getting them every 2 weeks on the same schedule. So I've just told both of them, keep ordering me halves if you can get them. The one keeps getting 4 boxes in, so I keep taking those. But I asked both of them, if you can get me extra halves and pennies, I will definitely take them. I don't want to get too low in stock. I've still got enough for a few. And I've got the ASFP streams to do, so that's what we're doing tonight for Shannon. And then Thursday will be JC Likes Pam with a penny box. So if everybody that donated is eligible for those boxes chooses one kind, then I'll be in trouble. But if they choose half and half, or even 3/4 and a quarter, I should be okay. It's kind of an interesting one, a little bit of a golden tone to it. A little bit beat up. Don't know if it picks it up on camera enough or not, but kind of like a goldenish yellow color. I get done with this half of this roll. What I'm going through down here, we'll flip it. So you got another, I don't know, 8 coins left. A little more difficult doing them one-handed, so you get a little extra time. $76, $68, $13, $97, $86, $94, $84, $04, $68, $04, $78, $49, $80, excuse me, $89. Okay. Welcome, Gregory C. Didn't see you sneak in until just now, so if you've been here, if you haven't, welcome. And Jim Thompson says 68. 2019. It was a little bit of a tricker one. And I looked at the day before I decided to do the back, but 19. I know we had some 04s. Oh, Shannon had 13. Is that the closest one, I think? And again, if you need points or don't have any, holler, and either Mod can give them to you, or I can go in and get some. I think it's exclamation games, gives you which games are available, and I believe it's slots, gamble, adventure, and duel. You can also do exclamation me, exclamation ME, and that will give your channel link. So if you want subscribers and someone hasn't subscribed, they're able to. It's free and doesn't cost you anything except for typing !me. I've always tried to sub to anybody that needs it. So if you've subbed to me and I haven't subbed back or anything, just shoot me a message on one of the videos or shorts or anything, and I always read all the comments. And just say sub back or something. But I do try to sub to anybody, so helped me out getting going. Just a few, subs here and there, and then you get a little more, then a little more, and got Mark Lester, got his link in there. Just make sure. Oh, I was not. Well, you just got another sub, Mark, because I just subbed to you. There you go. So if you're trying to grow your channel or you just want to get some subs or something, you're welcome to. A lot of times it's just a little. I got a lot of my subs from Pause when I first started posting recap videos. Hey, Maple Leaf, welcome. Still got it out here, but that was your round in person. So I do have that for you. I'm hoping I can get at least send it, but I know with packages, the last time I checked yesterday, I haven't checked today yet, but packages so far still aren't being accepted through USPS. And the only one right now that I can do is either FedEx or UPS, and that's like 20 bucks, 16 something or whatever to send it. So I'm just waiting for USPS because it'll be at least half, about $10, $11. But I'm hoping I can send some of yours up there. I should just send it in an envelope to BH and give him money and have him stick it in the envelope up there. But no, I'll get it sent. I was going to check this one, but it's a 64, so I'm not going to guess it. So some of these I'm starting to look at because it's like, I do not want a 64 yet, one more. Because down here I can get away with putting it in a kind of like a greeting card type envelope, one that's a little thicker, like a cardboardy inside. I went to sub you but can't find a subscriber button. For me, Fleabag? I said, I thought you'd already subbed to me before. Or is it someone else? checking something here. I don't know if it'll work for me, but if you meant it for me, I know for me it hasn't seemed like Cloudbot has worked for. Oh, there you go. Before it never worked for me, so I was never able to test some of those commands. Found that 2009 early on, and then nothing for 09s. Usually we find a couple per box. Even the 24s, we found a few lately. And I think I have it so that you can post like direct links, like so if you have a direct page to sub to or anything, I think you can post the actual link also. I don't think I've set that up to block it yet, because so far it's just people that have been in here before and aren't really messing around. And there's your buffalo, but not the right one. See, it tells me if I'm subscribed to someone. Oh, that's weird. My chat had frozen. There. I was like, why is no one talking? Because usually there's like the games and I don't know why it paused for me. It was working on the other screen, but not that one. Oh, what do you think? Are we going to have a 39 key date D or S? And just confirm it. Where are you? There you go. See, it is a 39. 64 S or D? Let's see. Now, let's get my finger out of the way. Now, wah, wah. Oh well. Still now the oldest. A 39. I think someone had a 39. Right now, KJ is exactly on at 39. That is now our oldest, 1939. I was hoping it would be a, 25 like? Okay. Thank you, VMC, for noticing that. Three minutes should be plenty of time. Exclamation GAW will get you a entry. If you want, I'm going to put these up. So these are the rounds. Hopefully you can see them a little bit, but give you a kind of an idea. You have the poker, front and back, an eagle, front and then the shield on back, an eagle with shield on back. That's planes, tanks, safety in numbers, protect the future, Trump Pence with the back. We the People with the Second Amendment on the back, Santa with a sleigh, and Santa with a tree. And then that is, I think, the Vietnam veteran, the Iwo Jima. You have General someone with the 45th, and then your snake and a bell, don't tread on me. At the top is a baseball player, I can't remember which one it is. But I can show those to you a little more closer when we choose. Mercury dime, have Civil War, it's got the American and Confederate flag. Jefferson nickel with an eagle on back, and then the Morgan, this one has a American flag with the eagle, I can't remember what it says, and then I think it's Year of the Tiger or something. So that is kind of gives you an idea to start thinking about if you win. Which one you would like. Like I said, and I also got two others in, and it's the September 11th Twin Towers, and the other one's U.S. Army M4 Sherman tank, and the back is the same. So that's the other one that I have. So some of them I have duplicates of, some of them are just singles. Supposedly it's 10 seconds left to get the GAW if you are in. Looks like we got 14 at the moment. Snickering like crazy when I left. She completely plastered my cell phone full of Halloween stickers. I'm going to resume entries because there is 1 second left. Give you about 10 seconds while I jump over to the other screen here. And close the entries. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Can't remember who did that. Southern Metal, I think. And we're going to pick a winner. We do not pick our noses. We pick winners. Smoker 360, congratulations. Send me an email at dadhuntscoins@gmail.com. You can put exclamation email if you need. And send that to me within a week. I will get that sent out. Right now there's our name of wheel names, but let's get you back on the rounds. Smoker, is there a round that you are interested in looking at more closely? I can pull any of those out. Like I said, I've got some of them are duplicates, so the mercury dime, okay. Let's go off of this one and go to this one. Yeah. You can see there's all those other ones there too. Some of them came in dual things like that, so I just left them in there until. So you wanted the mercury dime. That is a gunk on the outside. If you want me to put it in a capsule, I can do that. Or if you'd just like to have it in a flip, I'll put it in a different flip so it's not just cut. I received it that way. So when you email me, just let me know. Name, address, that sort of thing, and who to address it to and that sort of thing. So, alright. Let me get your name on that before I forget. I've seen you in here a few times, so congratulations. Like I said, if you want a just a regular flip or a capsule, either way. Yeah, I got all these in and just figured I'd leave them in the plastic until we do that. Because I do have bigger ones, so it'll, if you want one of these, it's the bigger 2.5ers. I had extra of those, so in mine, I got them just to have extra room in it. So there you go. Just getting all these put back off to the side. I'd like to see new first-time winners and stuff. So. Like I said, I have seen you in here before, so it's good to see you back. Looks like Fleabag and Flip Mode need some points. Let me get you some on there in case if you want to gamble. Flip Mode has points. Fleabag has points. There's two that I have not seen except for they came in and left right away one time, so there you go. Congratulations. I send it out the next day once I get address and everything. I'm able to send it in an envelope with a non-machinable, so I can get it in a regular with 2 stamps. I just play it safe instead of sending it and hoping it gets there. And since you were here, alright, Jim Thompson, have a nice evening. At least able to get a little more. We're going to start at 5:30 now, I think. I know sometimes for some it's a little bit harder to, get off work and home and everything, but I know a lot of the stuff that I send is out in Central and Eastern United States. So have a good night on that. And as school things come up or whatever, sometimes I might have to do a different night. The other day I did a Friday night stream just to do some change from work, and I was going to take it down today to deposit it, but I couldn't because it was a bank holiday, Columbus Day. I think the only one that actually recognizes it is the federal government and banks. I don't know of any businesses that close. The hospital is open, insurances are open. Hopefully everybody is getting Christmas done if they need. Usually I'm already done by the end of September, usually. Maybe get a few stocking stuffers throughout the next, October and November. But honestly, I haven't even started this year. So this weekend with my kids, I said, write down a Christmas list of what you want. So that gave me some ideas, and I'm starting to look at some of those. One of them is, my son said, coins. I said, what kind of coins? He goes, old coins? So I'm thinking I probably find something in my collection and hand it off to him. Sorry, I need to hop off, help my daughter. I'll try to get back on if possible. Thank you for donating your time and resources. Yeah, definitely. Definitely family comes first. Help your daughter. Just here to provide hopefully some entertainment. I will do a recap post and also send you an email when it goes out. It usually goes out within a day or two. It's pennies that take longer because I have to go through them the next day. But all right, take care. Hope to see you. If not, have a good evening. And thank you for donating. Oh, VMC got 3 hearts. Good job. 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 7 rolls left. Start getting your guesses ready. Found kind of an ugly one. Sometimes these ugly ones are fun because you don't know if they're old or new. And it's got a bunch of brown. I usually break them into about 2 stacks, so once I get done with this stack, we will draw. Or not draw, but see who wins. 86, 66, 54, 62. That's 60. I try to do them at different angles so you can kind of see light coming off of it, different colors, that sort of thing. Don't know if it helps out. Thank you, Smoker360. Just got that. All right, we're going to flip it. Give you a few seconds to get in. 62, okay. I was going to say, I figured you were just getting out of your email or anything, so. Okay. Smoker62 is the last one in at the moment. Oh, Greg G just got in, 54. It is a 1970. Hard to see, but Anybody get 70 exact? Let's see, I got a 66. That's the closest it looks like. And that's all I'm seeing. So yeah, 66. Where were you? There we go. Playback. Welcome back, Isaiah. Timmy, hello. I can't help but say that whenever I see it. I was going to say guess this one, but that would be a giveaway if I put it up. I am checking them, so they're not going to be 64s most likely. Kind of weird starting a little bit earlier. I'm not as running as late because my kids won't be calling for over an hour, and I've only got 6 more rolls left. But after we get that done, you're looking to stick around. I might open a box or 2 of dimes or something. Killing your chances. I don't know why it came to mind, but the whatever that group is called. Killing Me Softly. Fuji's or something. It's also been remixed a ton of times, so I don't even remember who did the original. When we go to do the wheel, anybody that is in there will get a chance to get their name on. Actually, everybody will get their name on if they type in wheel when we go to do it. Roberta Flack. Yeah, it's one of those that sometimes you associate it with one person, but it was like it's been remixed a ton of times. Not a horrible box, not a greatest box. I mean, we have found a semi-key and a more nickel, 30s and 40s, 50s, and Canadian. Still surprised we haven't found any more than one 2009. No 2024 is the last box we found them. I do keep track of all the finds, whether they're like these kind. I still put them under my purchased box finds, but I put them in as a donator purchase. But I keep track of all the finds that everybody gets from these kind, and then I keep my own box searches that I do personally, like for recaps or with the kids or whatever, as a separate list. So Throw a different one that's not so worn down and see what we get on this. Could be an old one, could be a new one, could be a mid regular one. Nine coins left, so get your guesses in. Last coin, gonna flip it. Okay. It looks like we got 64, 57, 77, 81, 62, 81, 89, 72, 89, excuse me, and a 58. All right. The magical number is 1981. Ooh, a couple of you. We got Tim and Mark Lester both. Just the two, I believe. Anybody else? Nope. There you go. See, Mark? You did blow your chances. You got it exactly on, and it wasn't a 64. I'm putting a few of those to the side to compare to each other later, BH. So, oh, that's not bad. It's 1959. Pretty decent shape, too. Three more rolls. Yeah, not a problem. I still haven't come across any of the, what was it, 2010 Ps or something? Yeah, 2010 Ps. So I've come across the Ds, but not the Ps. Ooh, that's a nice looking one. I'm going to guess, from what we've had before, that it's got a little bit of a hue to it, so it's not like a brand new one or anything. Nice and blingy one. Oh. I haven't looked at the date, but when everybody's done and we go to flip it, I will throw my date, what I think it is. Just because I've happened upon, if I'm thinking it's the one I'm thinking of. Obviously, it might not be the one I'm thinking of. Any other guesses? Got a 23, 21, and 89, 21, 2000, 91, 2001, and a 91. Any other guesses? 76, 2003, almost done with this stack, 97, 2 more coins and I'm flipping it. Okay, flipping. My guess, like I said, I have not looked at it, but I've come across these quite a few times in my rolls, and I'm going to say it's 1960. Oh, I am totally wrong. It's a 1976. Usually I come across one and it looks just like that. They're always 1960. I have not had a 76. Just a regular 76 Denver. I'm going to flip it up just because it's so nice. And Smoker smoked it. Awesome. That's crazy. That is... Like, if I had pulled it out of a tube, I would have said that's probably a high AU. A few minor not scratches, but kind of scuff marks. Few teeny tiny dings that I can see, but that is very nice. When I come across really nice examples like that, I do like to flip them and send them. I don't flip everything that's nice, but yeah, that is way good for being okay. I'll give you a hint. It is not as 1964. I had to double check because I was going to say it's got to be a 64, but it wasn't. It's the only hint I'll give you. It is not a 64. Oh! We got 2 guesses. We're going to do this one first. I'm keeping that one on camera. I'm going to give like maybe 10 seconds so we can get to the other one. So get them in. If you're doing it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You see lightning outside, very strong winds, giving you a few seconds. Fleabag is at 67 or 76. Give you just a few seconds to get that in, since you accidentally probably mistyped it. Getting it in, gonna flip it. A little bit of a tricker, but it was a 63. I just wanted to be like, see, it wasn't a 41 or a 64. 64, we got Greg C. 2 off. It's the closest, I think. All right, now get your thinking caps on, because look what popped up when I was pulling them up. It does not have a mint mark. I'll put it under the scope if you guys would like. was going to raise it up a little bit so you can see it a little better. Getting any more guesses? We got 36, 36. Two away. Oh, yes. You're right, BH. I apologize. My mistake. So you are now on the list also, and I'm not going to penalize Gregory for that. So I've got BH on there now also. All right. Ready to flip it? It is dated. $1936. We got KJ Jimmy exactly on. Is that correct? Just the two. KJ Jimmy. Awesome. All right. We now have the oldest. It was KJ at 39, but now we have New Marshall exactly on at 36. Awesome. Oh, let me get off that screen. Wrong one. Oops. That's not the right stack. Those are all 64s. Yeah, I was going through with the one-handed, and then I was like, oh, man, next one I popped out was Buffalo. That's why I was like, we got to speed that one up. Congratulations, a Buffalo, a War Nickel now in this last half a roll, and one left in the box. Are we going to pop a V-Nickel? I doubt it, but you never know. Last roll. There's no ender. I do check them almost always. Last half a roll. Not as many 64Ds tonight, but that is not a problem with the other stuff that we have found. Okay, that's it. Let's go over to our scope. Whoa. Ah. Dumped them over. No, you're not blind. Alright, looking for 64 D over Ds. Some of those are hard because of paint. A little bit closer. On the mint marks, I like them a little bit. Okay. So we just got a nice 1976 51S semi-key date. Let's bring it down a little bit closer. Hopefully that makes it easier. Got the Canadian. (2009). A 45 worn war nickel. Got a 59. A 58, another 59, another 58, and a 54. 40s, we got a 41, a 46, and a 43 non-war nickel. In the 30s, we've got two nice ones, which are a 39 and a dated Buffalo. There you go. So the oldest was the 36 Buffalo. Oh wait, 43. That's a good question. Let's go back to the scope on that one. Maybe it's just worn off. For some reason I was thinking it was 42. Oh, it's 48, dang it. So if it's a 48, because I wasn't thinking, I don't think there's a mint mark, but nope. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking of 43 not being a war nickel. It's like, what? Now, that solves that problem. It's a 48, not a 43. We had, what, 3 from the 40s? We got a war nickel. Or 3. Okay. I'll probably do a recap, so I won't seal it up quite yet, but I'm just going to put them all in here. Oh, and a Canadian. Alright, so there are Shannon's finds. Got his silver pack, or his nickel pack, and his finds there. Like I said, I'll do a quick little recap on it, so I won't seal it up quite yet. The closest is New Marshall in town, so let's get your name on that list. Alright, so if you want the name on the wheel, type in wheel or wheel. Got Timmy. Welcome, Lisa D. Don't know if you just snuck in or been here a bit, but there you go. Your name's on. So, just want to make sure we've got Timmy, KJ, Jimmy, VMC, Mark, Chris, Otis, BH, Gregory G, Smoker 360, Lisa D, Crafty Dragon, Maple Leaf Numismatics. I'll just put Maple Leaf in because it's easier. Anybody else need a name on the wheel? Let's get you over to the... Okay. Looks like we got everybody in for that. Going to shuffle. We got 41 names on there. Nope, you're good. I've got your name on. Some of you have a few names on there. Some of you might have one, but you have one out of at least chance. And shuffle a bunch, and then I'm just going to click the wheel. So I'm not even like going to stop and look at it. I'm just spinning, and then Well, there's another one we can stick in your package, BH. Congratulations. Take a look at those and see which round you might like. I can put them up closer if you need. And again, it's front and back on both lines. The next two, front and back. And then the bottom is the two next to each other. And on the left page. And on the right, it's the top two front and back and the bottom two front and back. Vegas. Okay, let me find. I gotta remember to make sure I take these off the list. So you have the Vegas round. As I said, I gave one away and then got another one in. So there you go. Okay. And you don't have to worry about sending me an email because I've still got your package here. All right, now we've got end of stream. We'll go ahead and do the end of stream for this, and then if you want to stick around, maybe open some dimes or something, hang out, you're welcome. End of stream giveaway. T-shirt and flask with the same logo. That's awesome. Now you can carry that around in your pocket when you have it and call it your lucky round. So this is for another round. Like I said, if some of them I have duplicates of, that one I did not, so that one is going to be crossed off. But I'm doing that. I'm going to see if I can mark it up. So we've got that one. I got to remember to do the Mercury dime. There we go. Let's see now. There you go. We got 11 names. Got more than 11 viewers in, it says. Oh, Chris Helms got a jackpot. And the only other one I don't have on there right now is that Twin Towers and the Sherman tank. So don't forget there is that one also. Got 1 second left, so I'm going to open it up for a few seconds. 10 seconds. Closing entries. Got 12 names. The winner of the end of stream for the nickels. Oh man, BH. All right. I'm just gonna have to start sending you a huge package. BH always wins. Yeah, that was just the random computer thing. And the wheel just shuffled however it landed. Any one you want on there? Like I said, I do have that Twin Tower and Sherman tank also. And I'll throw that on here. That's the U.S. Army Sherman tank and the Twin Towers Shall Never Forget, and that one. So now I'll have to update those, but anyone in particular you're looking at? And you can always email me later also if you want to take your time and think about it. The nickel. Alrighty. Oh, I guess there was another one I forgot about too. The medical symbol with pot. I did not pick that, it's just what came. I swear there's a nickel one in here. It's on my thing. There it is. You want it in a just a regular flip or a capsule? Doesn't say. I'll let you tell me on that. Regular flip. Okay. I think I've got one over here. If not, I guess not. I thought I had smaller ones, but when I found my bigger ones, so there you go. It's a 19 38 nickel. And that is now in your package also. I think you've got 3 rounds, maybe 4 in there. Okay, I've got that done. If you want to stick around, you're welcome to. I'm just going to edge search some dimes, so if you aren't into dimes, that's completely fine. We'll be done with giveaways and all that, unless we hit something super jackpot. The coin return, I was dumping coin the other day and there was a bunch of change, and in that change 3 of them were silver dimes. Thank you. Glad you could join. I'll be doing it on Thursday at 5:30 Mountain. A penny box hunt for JC Likes Pam. So we'll be there for that. Doubt we'll find anything, but a while back the bank, when I was asking if they had any more halves, they said no, but we got dimes. And I said, they're like, we can give you 4 boxes if you want to take them, please. So I said, sure. Good night, Elvis. Thank you for coming and watching. I appreciate it. It does help out greatly. Even if it's just left streaming in the background, like Shannon. Night, Lisa. You were hunting a box of 20 rolls of Canadian nickels and got 16 of them. So that's almost 1 per roll. That is crazy. I do not average anywhere close to that for, I was going to say Spanish, Canadian. So I do have a bunch of dimes, and I'll probably maybe even do another box, depends on the time. Thank you guys for coming again. Thursday, 5:30 Mountain, 7:30 Eastern. We'll be doing another penny box. Night, Gregory. Like I said, I'm just kind of kicking around, so if you want to stay, you're welcome to. If not, that's up to you. It will not hurt my feelings if it's time to go to bed. Sometimes I will be watching a stream, and even though they're not like boring me, good night, Maple Leaf. It's just I'm so tired I end up falling asleep, and I haven't found a silver dime for a while. And I could put them under the scope and look at every single one, and I think dimes are worse than pennies. And then you get ones like this that you know is not, it's just corroded. Yep. Plan on taking these to the bank probably Wednesday, because that's when the coin comes in. But I'm thinking maybe I'll take some down tomorrow and some down on Wednesday. Because I got to do my coin from work that I searched the other night. I got to get that into the bank so she doesn't think I stole it. But yeah, dimes, about the only thing I've ever found are Canadian, well, foreign, because I found more than just Canadian dimes. But basically foreign and some silver now and then. Sometimes it's if a fatter edge, I'll look at it. And maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow and just hunt some quarters just casually and halves or something. Not do like any guessing stuff like I do with pennies and nickels and that. Just more kind of like what we're doing right now. So if you ever hunt, my thing is, I'm sure you've heard me say it, you get an empty cardboard box, and then I just throw the wrappers into the cardboard box, you know, crumple them up, and then I can just throw the whole cardboard box away. So like these, because it doesn't, the ones that take up a bunch are like when I do halves, but like on these I can do a few different boxes through like the week. And then just toss it instead of using a box for every night. Good way to not have to use extra bags and stuff. Just throw it in and then toss it out. Sometimes I wonder if when people go to throw away their trash, they, you know, open the dumpster and dump it in, and they're probably wondering, did someone rob a bank? My son likes to edge search dimes sometimes, and he's found stuff that I haven't found before, so he's kind of lucky. I think it'll be almost perfect timing when I get done with this. They'll be calling pretty soon after. That'll give me a chance to take my sleeping pills, which I've got to check. That one doc told me about a few other options that are kind of newer but work differently. I've got to check into those because it sucks not sleeping. And caffeine doesn't do anything helping me stay awake or not. I've been on call and I've had 4 energy drinks in one day, like when I'm slammed, like I was on Saturday. And after being awake for like 36 hours or so, getting about an hour worth of nap, I can just sit down and go to sleep. But I hate it when I get called in like literally 15 minutes after I've started to go to sleep. And I'm going to figure out a way to get the program I was trying to use to work. You're supposed to be able to do the horizontal and the live stream, which that works, but the problem is it chooses randomly which one it wants. Hey Riley, welcome. Don't know if you've been in here or not, but just got done with our nickel box. We found some good stuff. Found a Buffalo dated. Another one from the 30s, some 40s, some 50s, high AU 1975, I think it was. And because I'm starting earlier, I'm starting at 5:30 now. So my time, Mountain. But still got a little time before kids will call and everything. What is the command points for people? I never could get it right tonight. Let me go like this. And I'll find that. Give me a second here. You can add commands, you can remove commands. Got the GA. Points, give. There's a couple of them here. I don't know if it's the correct one or not, but there's supposed to be a space in between the give and the give. So it's exclamation give, and then it gives points from a user. I don't think that's the one you want. Enable, disable. Oh, there we go. Here is the correct one. So that will be followed by, so you use exclamation add points and then their name and the amount. So if you want to try that, get to a different screen and tell you, for example, we're going to do give some points to you. I think that should work. There you go. That is how you do it. I haven't really done it myself, but now I have. So you exclamation add points, and then you tag them, and then the amount. And the reason I gave them to you is because I saw you were down to like 400,000 points or something, so. So it's exclamation add points, no spaces, and then a space, and then you tag them, and then you put a space, and then the amount that you're adding. Well, there's the first 2025 dime I've gotten, I think. We'll find out. New Marshall, if you want to be a mod, I can stick you in as a mod, because you're in here all the time. And then you're able to help out and do points and stuff. So let's go like this. New Marshall is now blue. And it's one of those things you know, if you ever not want to or anything, I can take you off or just be whatever. And I'll be a trainer who's like got it down pat. You can just like bash it out. Me, I can never remember what the commands are unless I'm looking at them. That's the one thing about nice thing about being a mod is you can click on their name and go to channel and like grab their link and share it and things like that. You can also add commands, so like exclamation paw will put pause link. Exclamation and DHC I think gives my link. You got walker magnets, you got tip, paw, owl, me, hours, games, email, and BH are the commands in there currently. Yeah, BH got lucky tonight. The one throughout the night and the live. That's okay, just adds to this package. Hoping it'll open up so I can get that stuff sent out. I don't like to have to hold on too long. I mean, if someone wants me to hold on, that's fine. I tell Paul that all the time. I'll just be like, if you want to hold on to mine and send it whenever you want. BH, your package, I gave it to them Friday. It might have been after their pickup, but I gave it to them. I think it was supposed to be before their pickup, but being there was no mail today, I don't know if it actually even went out. So hopefully you got the emails telling you your your tracking number, but I can get that to you if it didn't. Bigger the package, more fun, yes. Well, that's it for that. Been on 3 hours, not bad. Wheel of names, got BH. Clear all those out. Cool. Well, we got smokers round to send. Oh, I got to do the recap on that. So I'll just do a quick one later. Alright, well, I think that's about it for now. I'm just going to wrap up post a recap and post, and then probably do a video on it too. But thank you guys for coming and chatting and having fun and everything. So I think I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow or something I might just randomly do it, but especially planned on Thursday 5:30 Mountain for JC Likes Pam. Oh, that's okay. You can always watch it later if you want, or just, whatever. I just appreciate you coming in and saying hi at least. So we will see you hopefully maybe tomorrow, but definitely Thursday. I'll be streaming halves and pennies with CZ this weekend, so y'all know. Awesome. I will be on call, so I will probably not be able to watch much. Sometimes I'm able to watch, but just kind of in the background. I turn it on and just kind of leave it there. But I also think I'm going to stick with the horizontal, even though I don't get as many people through. I get more watch time, and it makes it funner because I know the commands work correctly. So, alright. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Awesome.